Do you enjoy flight simulators but would like to take it to the next level? Or maybe you're looking to get into the hobby but are disappointed by toy grade options? Perhaps you already have all the gear but are looking for something with a smaller form factor that you can put into a backpack or take on vacation. Then this may well be the device for you, the Radiolink T8S. Let's take a closer look. You can buy the transmitter with a variety of different receiver modules. I opted for this one as it has everything that I need on it and can test easily. We have the PWM outputs and also the PPM and S-Bus. Those options are selected by a little push button here. If you need to go lighter, you can get the combo with alternative receivers that just do S-Bus, for example, perhaps more suited for drone use than fixed wing. How much is it going to cost, I hear you ask? Well, a mere $50. You can choose the combo that you need, some a little bit higher, some a little bit lower. That's what you can expect to pay, which I think is a bargain for something of this quality. In the past I have reviewed these little flight controller or gyro modules from Radiolink also. This one clearly in a flying wing. You'll be seeing more of this in a future video. I had a few questions about the flight controller module and I emailed Radiolink's tech support and they responded very, very quickly and with all the answers that I needed. Having good technical support is invaluable in these days, I feel. And I should state up front that Radiolink did send me this for evaluation. Moving on then, it's an 8-channel receiver and we have our conventional arrangement, well for mode 2 anyway, of the throttle, rudder, elevator and ailerons. So there are your 4 channels. In addition to which it comes pre-programmed with the other 4 channels being channel 5, a 3-position switch there, channel 6, a single push button, channel 7, another rocker switch, 3-position, and channel 8, a variable. That should cope with most of your modelling needs, whether that be drones, fixed wing, cars, what have you. The question that is going to be on your mind immediately is, well, there's no LCD screen. How on earth are we going to program this thing? There are 2 options. One is to connect it up via the USB connector to a laptop or PC and run the PC application. First, I'd like to show you how to connect it to your phone and use the mobile app. Let's take a look at that. Here then on the Radiolink site we have the QR code to be able to download the app. This one appears to be the latest. Let's see if we can grab that. Okay, let's turn on the transmitter. Open the app. Turn on Bluetooth, yes. Allow. Press connect. Radiolink there. And I do believe we are connected. It says disconnect up in the corner. And I believe all we have to do is to press any of the trimmer buttons to stop that annoying beep. And now we can see the values from the transmitter. Excellent. Now I did take a quick look at the PC-based app, and as you can see in these 2 screenshots, it's very basic, and for my purposes I always have my mobile phone even at the field, so I will go ahead and show you a bit more in depth on the features in the app. Before that though, a little bit of confusion. Here again on the Radiolink website you can see the QR code down here that I downloaded, assuming that as it says here it's version 7.1, that it is version 7.1. However, I found when looking for some of the features that in fact it was version 6.03. This QR code here is incorrect. Hopefully by the time you're watching this video that will have been sorted out. In the meantime, if you want the latest version of the app, then go ahead and download the actual APK directly to your phone and install that instead. With that out of the way then, let's take a little deeper look at the features in the app. Here we are again back in the app then. If I click on the System button, we can now see that it is version 7.1, which has these additional features here to be able to change things like the dual rates and the throttle curves. If we look at the basic functions first then, we can see that we have the channels and we can reverse them. We have the sub-trim that we can put in. With these two columns you can individually adjust the range either side of 0. This column is the fail-safe value. For example, channel 3, the throttle goes to 0. You can put your own values in for the rest. And you can also introduce a delay on each of the channels. 100 means there's no delay between the movement of the sticks and the output. Looking now at the advanced options then. On the left here we have the dual rates mix. Attitude is a special feature designed to work in conjunction with certain flight controllers. For example, the Pixhawk or the Turbo Pix. No need to concern ourselves about that at the moment. Moving on, we have an Elevon mix and a V-tail mix. So although this is a very basic transmitter, the functions provided here will enable you to fly most models. A very basic example then, if for the dual rates we tap on the mix, we have inhibit or on, we switch it on now. For example, channel 1, which will be our aileron channel, we can choose which channels we want to affect in that box there. The switch by default is defined here as SWA or switch A, which is a little meaningless. In fact, it is referring to channel 7. You can change that in another part of the system. The values here for 100% is for the switch position being up or being down. If then, for example, we change the down value to 50, once we've made the changes that we want, we have to write from the app to the transmitter. And we heard the 3 beeps there and the lights flashing, so now the transmitter has the setup here. If I go back into the servo monitor then, here we can see our aileron still at 100%. If I flip the switch down, we can now see that it's plus or minus 50. There's a little offset there. I may need to recalibrate my settings, but you can see the idea there. If I move the switch down again, 100%, 50%. Oh, that's a very simple example of setting up the dual rates mode. As I say, you can do that on all the channels that you wish. Looking at the system function briefly then, the aux channels, this is where you can change the switches, if you will. For example, channel 7, I said was SWA, we can change that for one of the other switches, should you feel the need. Some of the receivers are capable of transmitting telemetry, and therefore we can set an alarm value on the voltage that's reported from the telemetry to alert us to a low battery condition, and various other mixes and the curves that I showed you there. But that has given you a good overview, I think, of the capabilities of the mobile app. In conclusion then, yes, I'm liking this little guy. I think I can get quite attached to it. Again, as a size comparison, this is the carry case for my SkyZone FPV goggles, and it's a similar sort of size to that, so ideal for backpacking or vacation use. Not that anybody's going anywhere anytime soon. There are a good range of receivers, the smaller ones with just the S-bus or PPM output for maybe drone use, or even In the flying wing here, the other Radiolink device is an S-bus or PPM, so I could connect it to that. I think you'll be seeing more of this little flying wing, as it's about the only thing I'm going to be able to fly for the foreseeable future. Not only has the weather been fighting against me recently, but there are new restrictions just been brought in. The C word is getting worse again, in which case I'm not going to be able to leave the municipality to travel to my regular flying site. I'll see if I can get a demo flight in with the little flying wing and show you this used in anger. But once again, many thanks to Radiolink for providing this for evaluation. I hope you found the review useful, and if you have any comments or questions, as always, leave them down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.